The intention of our program is to make the audience think about the assumptions that we make daily based solely on someone's sex. When we are born, baby girls get a pink hat in the nursery, baby boys get blue. The pink and blue squares you see on the floor represent the gender stereotypes we try to break out of during our lives. We hope you enjoy this year's show. After the color guard has finished their performance here, we're going to invite you to join us in the auditorium, which is air conditioned, and we'll continue with our Pops concert with the high school chorus and high school concert band. So I'd like to welcome Mrs. Vega and Mrs. Maxfield and our color guard.
Gender, noun, either the male or female division of a species, especially as differentiated by social and cultural roles and behavior. Gender stereotypes give a simplified and standardized conception of the roles of male and female, both domestically and socially. They can be learned at home, at school, and through media. Defining men and women through stereotypes can affect the way they live, work, relate to others, and how others relate to them. The way a person fits into these stereotypes can affect their self-worth. We are here today to say we are more than our genders. We want to be measured for who we are and not for what our gender is.
Have you ever been told because you're a girl that you should not do something?
Yes.
All the time. All the time. It's a constant.
People think that girls are supposed to be all happy and la-di-da, you know?
Be kind of traditional, like don't do something challenging.
I can't really, rescue anybody. It's always, the boys who rescue the girls in stories.
I want you to know you grab one of those boxes over there. This represents your limitation. So I'd like you to write on each one of the things that you said. I started holding back and not trying things out as much and just it limited who I was.
I quit trumpet. I quit basketball. I quit
I told myself that I should stop if I'm not good
And did you quit?
for a week.
And then what happened?
I proved them wrong. I tried harder to get better.
I try to behave what other people want me to behave, and then I found that was horrible. So I said, okay, no more.
few things I'm going to say about the Guard and the seniors, and then after that we'll be going down to the auditorium. The Color Guard, first of all, guys, in the Color Guard, you spelled out, I am unstoppable. So, yay, because that wasn't happening in practice. The Color Guard is remarkably almost all new members this year. In order to get them ready for a show like this, it takes a lot of assistance and dedication. Miss Cindy, Freddie, who can't make it here tonight, and I have been helped by many people this winter. My daughter, Emily Schiller, she can come on down. My daughter, Emily Schiller, she came back again and she wrote the saber work and some choreography. And then some of the former members came to help. Sam Archer was back and helped out and also wrote some rifle work. Tia Ernst came back and helped with whatever I asked of her. And Jenna Giuliani, Janelle, Dustybutt came back, and Bubbles Jeremini came back during their college breaks and assisted the new girls. And Lisi Pegueros, come on down. She gave her time every week. She worked with the boxers, choreography, the duet from Michaela and Luke. Whatever she could do to help the Guard get better, she did. I speak for the Guard and myself when I say thank you to everyone who helped us. That's what we got. I owe Tia flowers. The three seniors leaving the Guard this year are all captains. What I find most interesting about them is how they work together. Last summer when practices started, there were no captains named, and yet they each fell into a role and they made it work. They faced many challenges this year as captains, and we watched them pull it together and lead practically an all-new Color Guard with members ranging from 7th to 12th grade. I didn't expect this year to go so well. After losing almost the entire Guard last year for graduation. However, last fall, we were so proud of the new Guard. They had new kids, new uniforms, and new flags. They made us extremely proud of them, and without the three captains this year, the growth and success would not have been made possible. So for Michaela, Danielle, and Adriana, thank you for everything that you put into it. This is where I embarrass them with a funny little blurb. So Michaela, you're first. So come on down. Michaela joined the Winter Guard in 7th grade. The most amazing thing I can remember about Michaela is her first performance, which was at UMass Amherst, Color in the Cage. Every year we prepare the Guard to count out loud at practice in order to keep their timing together. Then we randomly stop the music in the middle of their practice performances to prepare them in case the music should ever stop in the middle of a real performance. And every year it never stops, ever. But that year the person controlling the music bumped the music table and the music stopped. And I remember standing up on the top of the bleachers in shock. But down the floor there was the Guard. They were counting softly out loud, and they continued to do their flag work and drill. They didn't even stop for one count. About 100 counts later, the music came back on, and they were right where they should be. The music went crazy for them, clapping and screaming support. I remember standing with Sam, and we just kept grabbing each other and screaming, and it was unbelievable. It was such a memorable moment for us, both performers and instructors, and what made that incredibly remarkable was the fact that just as the music went off, the older, more experienced members were switching from flag to saber and rifle, and only the new ones were left on the floor. Michaela is one of the only ones left. Michaela is the only one left from that show. And every year since then, we continue to prepare the Guard for those rare experiences, and then we talk about that day and those incredible girls. Adriana, come on down. Adriana Lombardi joined in the summer of 7th grade and marched in the Fall Guard. She didn't march in the winter, and then she came back to us the following fall. She is a person who is positive and upbeat. All the members get along, but there is something unique about her. If she is not with us for a season, I miss her. Adriana gets me. Sometimes I can say something that no one really understands and she'll be right there agreeing with me. And she makes comments that make me glad she is around. She's funny and she's kind and thoughtful, and I find myself over and over again saying, Adriana, I'm so glad you're here. A family member of hers was very sick, and yet she would be at practice supporting and helping others. She remained upbeat and positive, and I've rarely seen her down. Also, Adriana may be the most accident-prone member we have ever had. Exhibit A, I don't even know what happened today. I don't even. Not only in guard, but she also gets hurt outside of guard too. And as far as music and bands, I think I know more about her musical interest than any member I have ever taught. And if I was her age, I think I would love to go to concerts with her because I know she would be a blast. And I think I could sit on her shoulders and see the stage. Danielle DiFrancesco joined in the fall of 8th grade and has been in the color guard for 5 years. When we go to UMass each year, we videotape the guard's performance. And before the next practice, I watch it over and over, and I watch each kid, and I write down every mistake they make, and then I give it to them at the next practice so they will correct themselves for the Pops concert here. Danny's first winter season, she had to work extremely hard, and it seemed that every practice I was correcting her endlessly. I really do feel badly when I have to keep fixing the members, but there's really no other way to fix it, so they get their names yelled out. So honestly, going into the show at UMass, I was just hoping for the best. After the show, I was doing the video critiques and I started watching Danny, and it was as if someone else was in her spot. Sorry. She was incredible. I remember saying to Miss Cindy that Danielle was a gamer. She had gone from having me correcting her repeatedly at practice to having the least mistakes at our UMass performance. And if I remember right, she had only a couple of things to fix. Danny has continued to grow not only with her talent with color guard and flag and saber, but as a person. This year we have seen her mature into a strong, responsible leader that we depend on, and we will all miss you very much next year, all three of you.
We just wanted to thank Bev, Cindy, and Freddie, and everyone that's helped us this season for supporting us and dealing specifically with us three for the past 6 years, because we can be a hassle sometimes. Thanks for motivating us and bringing us all together in the family that we are. But most importantly, thank you guys for believing in us, because if it wasn't for you guys, we definitely wouldn't be here right now. You guys are amazing. Love you guys a lot. Thank you.
Okay, Lagarde, you know your assignments, and everybody else, you're more than welcome to take a few minutes and go up to the auditorium. Thank you.